Okay, what's up guys? First video. So I guess I wanted to make a channel kind of discussing some of the things that I've been interested in lately, primarily being clothes. I don't know, it's just one of the hobbies I've been into, and with it being an expensive hobby, fairly time consuming, I just thought it'd be nice to maybe make a channel, branch out a little bit, meet some new people, give some styling tips, and also receive some styling tips on some of the pieces I've been picking up. So I thought a good way to maybe segue into the channel was to put together maybe 3 seasonal outfits that I've been wearing a little bit this winter. Something kind of fits the theme. Everybody's been asking about winter outfits lately, so I thought that'd be a good thing to talk about. So put a couple outfits together. Figured I'd start at the bottom up since that's how usually we're getting dressed. So start out with outfit number 1. These are the Rick Owens long cargos. Yes, long drawstring cargos in the dust colorway. And I've been getting a lot of wear out of these. These are the dark shadow pair. They have the Velcro on the back. That's super heavy duty. And then it's the dark shadow patch on the inside. These are just a pair of thicker sweatpants. I didn't really have a good pair of sweatpants, so I decided to invest a little bit into a pair that I'd get a lot of wear out of, and I've been wearing these like crazy. The color is super cool and it fits with a lot of other things that are in my wardrobe. And I like the little hardware details. They have a couple extra pockets. These pockets are huge. I usually like stick gloves or something, and then there's another side pocket that you can throw your phone in or something. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of wear out of these. And I'll try to put some B-roll of all the outfits when they're all put together and done. And then up top, I wore this vintage Harley Davidson crew neck. This is definitely my favorite Harley piece that I have in my collection. I love like this like dark ash gray color, and then it just has like angels fighting with lightning bolts, and then this dude on a Harley in the middle kind of like emerging from the clouds, and it says, "On the 8th day God created Harley Davidson." So yeah, this is definitely one of the crazier pieces of Harley gear I have in my closet. And then on top of that, I just layered this Arc'teryx Squamish hoodie. This is kind of like a lightweight hoodie. It doesn't keep you that warm, but it kind of provides that extra layer to keep the wind off you. Just like a little windbreaker. And it's like a cheaper alternative to like some of the alphas and betas that'll run you $200 or $300. So I got this on the outlet for a little over 100. It might have been like 110. So I would definitely check the Arc'teryx outlet online, and you might snag a couple deals. And then on top of that, I just styled it with this thrifted, I think this might be like a military jacket, I don't know. I thrifted it and altered it a little bit. I turned it inside out, and then I took a seam ripper around it, and then I stitched up and added new Velcro to a couple pockets, and it just has pockets all over it. I wear this all the time, and I thrifted it for like $4 in a Goodwill, so this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. I've been wearing a lot this winter. And then accessories, I wore these custom gloves that I had made not too long ago. Got them off Instagram. When you put them together, they show like a panel from one of my favorite Doom comics. Just has Doom grabbing somebody, and it says, "Doom does not engage in fisticuffs, youth." And I thought that these were super sick. Her handle is Stomach of Your Dead Soulmate, I think, on Instagram. I just sent over a couple designs for a couple pair of gloves, and this is what she came up with. So I think they turned out really good, and I've been wearing these like crazy lately. There's another pair I've been wearing too that I'll put together with another outfit, and I'll show you guys. But love the way these turned out. Been wearing those like crazy. And then up top, I just wore this Apex Twin trucker that I got off Instagram. Their handle is Petrified Goods, and I honestly overwear this thing. I wear this thing probably 3 times a week, always on my head. I know I have this one on my head right now. I'm not trying to make this overly Apex Twin, but I love this hat. It fits perfect. I love the color. It's not like white, it's like this creamish color, so it matches with a lot of my shoes, matches with those gloves really good, and it just ties things together really well. So love that. And then on the feet, typically when I wear that Harley sweater, I love to style it with the Ricky Martins, but I live in the Midwest, and right now at this time of year it's kind of horrible in terms of snow, and when the salt trucks get out and on the roads, that's one of the worst things for some leathers. So I try to stay away from wearing like a lot of my mainline stuff and a lot of my nicer, like my mainline rig stuff with like the really plush leather, and a lot of my nicer boots I try to stay away from when the salt's out like crazy. So I usually just stick to like a beater pair of boots. These are just a pair of Doc Martens that I took a Sharpie to, and I blacked out the laces. So I wear these like crazy because I don't mind getting salt all over them, and I think that it's nice to just not be worried about your footwear in the winter, because I don't want to be walking around all the puddles all the time. Sometimes you just got to get to where you need to go. So throw on the beater Docs with that, and that's outfit number 1. Okay, so outfit number 2, I'm gonna do something similar. I'm just gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. So, second pair of Rick pants for the video. These I've been getting a crazy amount of wear out of because I got them a couple months ago and I've just been wanting to get some wear in them. These are a pair of Rick Owens Dark Shadow Detroit cut denim, and a lot of people have called these the reverse piss denim because they have that that light wash instead of the dark wash in this area. It has a bunch of distressing in there. It's been repaired a bunch. These jeans have crazy detail. These are definitely my craziest detailed pair of jeans that I think I own. They have like a really released hem here with a bunch of fraying and a super long inseam. They have like a 35-inch inseam, so they fit me like perfect. It's super hard to find pants that have a super long inseam. They just have button fly, patch and the tag on the inside, and the dark shadow tag. But yeah, I've been getting a crazy amount of wear on these. I absolutely love the wash on these, and I've been wearing a lot of boots, so that released hem usually sits really nice on boots. And then up top, just wore a Basketcase. This is a fisherman sweater. It's like a cable knit. Then it has a graphic down here. It's like 2 dogs on a leash. And I really like the knit and the graphic on this. I was really looking for a nice cable knit sweater for the season, so this has been filling it pretty good. I've been getting a decent amount of wear out of this. Plus it's just black, so it goes with everything. And then on the bottom, I went with the Rick Owens Converse collab. These are the dark shadow Converse Chuck 70 Dark Star, I think is the full name. And these I've just been abusing all winter because they're a perfect alternative to something like this. It's a pair of mainline Ramones that I don't want to just get chalked in the winter, walking in the slush, walking in the ice, walking in the salt all the time. So something like this has obviously like the similar toe cap, similar color, so outfits that I usually would style with this, I'll just gravitate towards this in the winter because these are sitting online, multiple sizes for retail. I would go check them out. They're super comfy. They have this elongated tongue, but I usually just tuck it under the pants, and then you just don't have to worry about getting them trashed because you can either buy a new pair, they're fairly easy to clean, and I just don't want to beat these up in the salt all winter. So I've been abusing these this winter, wearing them all the time, styling them with a bunch of outfits. So these are definitely getting their wear, worth the money. Converse for gallons. And then for the accessories, my second pair of custom gloves from the same Instagram handle, Stomach of Your Dead Soulmate. When you put these ones together, they show a movie scene from a Tarantino movie called No Country for Old Men. And it's just a movie that I watched when I visited my sister for the first time when she moved in with her husband in Texas, and it's just a really good memory. Just always remember going out there for the first time, seeing her, and I always remembered that movie, and that scene was crazy. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it, but it's definitely something that I've been getting a lot aware of, and it's really cool because you can just look down and just have that memory. So that's something I've been getting a lot aware of, and I would definitely check out her Instagram if you're in the need for some gloves in a colder climate, because I've been getting an insane amount of wear out of all my gloves this season. So that's outfit number 2, and I'll put some B-roll up at that. So outfit number 3, starting from the bottom up again, I just have this black pair of thrifted vintage Calvin Klein pants. These also have a really long inseam. It's about 34.5 inches. So these usually sit really nice on boots, sit really nice on high top sneakers, stuff like that. I usually style it with that. So these are just a pair of typical classic black trousers that I think everybody should have a pair in their wardrobe because you'll end up getting an insane amount of wear out of it. And up top, styled it with this Margiela H&M scarf sweater, and this was a reissue of a 2005 sweater that Margiela did, and it's super warm. Like, the scarves that it's made out of are super thick, so I try to only wear this when it's pretty chilly out. Sometimes it's kind of hard to style because this deep V it's got going on. I mean, I've thought about cutting it like a cardigan. I've seen some people do that, but I don't know. I would probably want to add buttons and everything if I did that, so I haven't brought myself to do anything like that yet. So for now, I just style it like this. But it's a super loud piece. I get a bunch of compliments on it when I wear it, and it's super warm for the winter. I mean, you could do a lot of cool things styling wise with the neck too if you want to like wear something underneath it with a collar or something like that. You can do a lot of layering stuff with it, so it's fun to play around with. But that's what I threw on top. And then on the bottom, I just kept it simple. Jordan 1 metallics. These are the Jordans that I usually gravitate more towards in the winter, like I said, with all like the nasty slush and stuff on the road. I don't have very many pairs of Jordan 1s anymore, but I've been wearing my one in the chambers a lot lately, especially in the nicer weather. So when it gets nastier out, I usually wear these. And I mean, these are quote unquote beaters, but I'm kind of a clean your shoe as soon as you walk in the door type of guy if it gets really dirty. So these have made it through a couple winters. I've had these like 3 years now. They've definitely got their creasing, got a good amount of wear, but they made it through Vegas. They've made it through winters. They've held up really good. I don't do anything crazy with these. I usually just hit them with like a wet rag when I walk in the door. I mean, I've deep cleaned them a couple times, but they've held up really good. So Jordan 1, really good in the winter. So I'll put some B-roll of the third outfit up there too. Thanks everybody that dropped by for the first time. I hope this video might have been able to help a couple people. If you got any styling tips from this, let me know down in the comments. If you can give me any styling tips, let me know in the comments, because this is one of the things that I really wanted to do, is just branch out, meet new people with similar interests. I mean, a lot of people, when you talk about clothes, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I go shopping here, but I don't know, there's like certain people that really are into it, and I'm one of those people. It's like one of the things that I love to do in my free time. I love going to the vintage markets, love going thrifting, love learning about new clothes. So I thought it might be fun to meet a couple new people online, maybe have the same interests, and I appreciate you stopping by, watching the video. See you next time.